Today I'm going to make a chocolate depression cake. This cake was invented at a time when people struggled to just feed their family, so having desserts was a luxury. This cake is made without butter, milk, or eggs, so it's relatively inexpensive, and so people could still have sweet treats. So in the pan that you're going to bake your cake in, you're going to grease the pan with olive oil or butter, and then you're going to add 1.5 cups of flour, 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, a cup of sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then just use a whisk and get everything well combined. And then use the back of your measuring cup and make 3 wells in the dry mixture. And in the first well, you're going to add a teaspoon of white vinegar. In the second well, you're going to add about a teaspoon or so of vanilla. In the larger well in the center, you add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil and then pour 1 cup of water over the entire pan. And then use your whisk and start mixing everything together. Work slowly so you don't splash it everywhere. And then I'm going to use a rubber spatula just to scrape down the sides to make sure that there's no pockets of dry ingredients anywhere. And then I'm going to bake the cake at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes until a toothpick comes out dry, or clean rather. And then since it's just my husband and I most of the time at home, I'm going to freeze half of this. This cake does freeze really well. Of course, you don't want to frost it before you freeze it. So I'm going to take the half that I'm going to freeze and I'm going to wrap it in plastic wrap really tightly. And then I'm going to wrap it in a layer of tin foil. And I will also write on the tin foil what it is, of course. And then with the half that is remaining, I'm going to cut out the best piece, the middle, prove me wrong. And I'm going to make just a really quick chocolate buttercream frosting. You can put whatever frosting you like on this, but a chocolate buttercream is really good. And this cake is delicious and it's easy to make, and you know what all the ingredients are. Enjoy!